Hi there and welcome to Boxing Media Hub. This is Jam filling in for Joel. We're proudly sponsored by Falcon Contracting and boxbets.co.uk. I'm delighted to be joined by Ms. Amy Greatorex. How are you, Amy?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
Good.
Right, so you're due to fight Beccy Ferguson, which is coming up on the 23rd of March.
Yeah.
You excited for the rematch?
Massively, yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to take this one?
Yeah, definitely.
I hope so, babe. I really do. I really do. You were close in the last one.
Very close.
This one.
Definitely. It was a war last time. But yeah, you're right. It was very, very close.
Yeah, it could have gone either way for sure. It was only over 4. Is this over 4 again, or you got 6?
No, it's 10.
Oh, 10. Oh, definitely you'll get going then, and I think you'll take her out. Good girl. That'd be brilliant. Fantastic. You were last out against Ellie Helliwell, weren't you?
Yeah.
That was the only time you've ever been stopped, I believe.
It was, yeah.
How did that feel? I bet it was horrible.
Annoying, because I felt like it was too soon. I felt like, because I'm a bit of a literal person, I've always been taught that you can't touch the ref. So I was stuck in this corner and I'm thinking, I've got nowhere to go. So next time I'm just going to barge him out way, because obviously the ropes ref were other. And I was like, But then he obviously stopped it. And I didn't even get a count or anything, and I was fine.
It was a very strange stoppage, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Carry on. Sorry.
Right. She was strong, and I think it would have gone to her anyway. Her skill was really good, but yeah, I don't think it deserved a stoppage.
No, definitely not. Especially when it was only 4 rounds anyway, wasn't
it? I think it was
4 rounder.
6. I think.
Oh, it was 6 rounder. Sorry.
Yeah, it was stopped in the 3rd. It was 6 rounds. Yeah.
Okay. How did it feel to get your first win against Sangeeta Birdie? How did that feel?
That were amazing. I went into that fight really, really confident as well. It was a bit of a strange one, that one. Obviously, we got there. We got chucked into this room, and it was like being abroad. It was red hot, down in basement. Like I said, it was red hot. We had 2 fans in there, and that weren't doing anything. We were just waiting. Then obviously went in there. I think I was just in corner like, well, yeah, let's go. Which I am. I'm quite relaxed in corner. I don't see point in all this big show. You take me out as I am. And then obviously we got into the fight. And to be honest, I was only probably working at about 70% then, because I'd been ill. I'd had a few injuries up to that point. So I weren't putting 100% into it. And then obviously my hand were raised, and then all hell broke loose, didn't it? So
it must be a great feeling though to get that first pro win.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially with the journey I've had, it was amazing.
Yeah, I was going to jump on that next. You're a personal trainer as a day job, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so that must keep you busy. So it must be difficult when you're training for a fight and stuff. That must keep you so busy.
To be honest, it can be quite difficult. Obviously, personal trainer, I'm self-employed, which is really good to help me train, because I can just take time off whenever. But obviously, if I'm not working, I'm not earning. And because I want to put everything into boxing, I do take a cut with that, because I know that you only get out what you put in.
Of course.
So, obviously, I can train between clients, but I like to go away from where I'm working so I can get a bit more motivation. Because when I'm doing it at my day job, you're a bit like, oh, I'll just go and hoover this bit up, or I'll just move them weights in between sets and like in between rounds and things. So, it's good, but it can be a bit of a pain in the bum.
I can imagine, yeah, because people would think being a personal trainer, it keeps you fit anyway, so you're already ready for camp. But it's 2 different things, isn't it?
Massively, yeah. Like people always say to me, oh, you're burning calories all the time in your job, but you don't really, because I might pick the weights up, show them what to do, but then you stand watching them. So
yeah, you're there to advise those, aren't you? Not really doing it yourself as much. So yeah, I understand your point there completely. I know I asked you earlier, but I hope you don't mind me mentioning you were actually 14 stone and a size 18 to 20 when you picked up boxing.
Yes, that's right.
And you had no interest in sports whatsoever?
No, none at all.
That's amazing. That's such an inspirational story. I was reading it a few weeks back, and honestly, that is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Many girls that I've spoken to are literally like, Amy Greatorex can do it, I can do it. And I've had that from at least 20 different people over the last week since they announced this interview.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It really is. You really are an inspirational story. So how did it come about, the boxing? Did you just go to a gym, or did you know someone in the game?
It all started, I did lose a little bit of weight before I did start in the gym because I was really self-conscious. And I actually started doing kickboxing for fitness. Never sparred it or anything like that. And I actually fell in love with the boxing side of it. And at that point, I think I'd lost maybe 3 stone.
Okay, a massive loss.
Yeah, so it worked quite a bit. But I obviously hadn't toned up or gained any decent muscle or anything like that. And I started the sessions, and he turned around to me and went, if you don't sign up for a white collar, I'm signing you up. The coach.
Oh, wow.
Did a white collar. And that's how it started, and I fell in love with it. So I carried on training. And then where I was training, they moved to an amateur club. So I went and followed those, and I carried on, and I spoke to the coach there and says, look, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I want to do something with boxing, but I'm not sure, you know, if I'm too old or if I'm good enough. And he said to me, oh, well, I can take you amateur. We'll see if we can get a few fights out of you. I don't think we'll get many out of you, to be fair.
That's not a nice thing to say to someone who's trying to better their life.
It's not, but it was just his personality, to be fair. He didn't mean anything by it. And I think...
Oh, okay. Because you didn't have your amateur till your 30th, just before your 30th birthday, did you?
Yeah, it was 3 months before my 30th birthday. And to be fair, I'd only started with him probably about 3 months before that as well. So I didn't have much training for my first amateur fight.
Oh, wow. But you still had the goal to go in there and give it a go. That's a credit to you. That's amazing.
When I look at it now, it's so slow.
Oh, bless you. You've also suffered with anxiety and depression in the past, haven't you? That must be hard, like, to get in the ring after suffering things like that, because anxiety, obviously, it's a fear of the unknown, isn't it?
It is.
So to get in there and put it on the line, just woman to woman in that ring, it's just you and them. That takes some gall and some bravery. So hats off to you for that.
I think with me, it's a bit of a weird one because I feel free when I'm in the ring. So I have anxiety about other things.
Yeah.
But I do often get it training and things, you know, am I doing enough, that kind of thing. But then as soon as that fight night comes, nothing else is in my mind. So it's like I said, I feel free. It's my release. So
that's fantastic that you found something to help with that. You know, people turn to wrong things like alcohol, drugs, and horrible stuff like that. At least you've found something to better your life, better your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do.
Fantastic.
Anyone that suffers with anxiety and depression, I do say, you know, go and try boxing, even if it is just to get that release on the bags. You can't think of anything else while you're hitting the bags, so it's amazing for it.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. That's fantastic. That is amazing. So what would be your fantasy fight, Amy? If you could get into the ring with any female in the sport right now, who would be your dream fight? At the pinnacle of your career, you're ready to retire, but you get one last fight. Who would you pick to be that one?
I don't know.
It doesn't have to be your weight, any weight division, just any female in the game at the moment. It could be the GOAT, it could be Terry Harper, Sandy Ryan. Who would be the dream?
I probably would say Terry Harper, to be fair.
That would be a war. I would love. She's my favourite fighter in the world. So yeah, I would love that. That's
one I've always thought, oh, I'd like to at least spar and things like that.
Similar style to you, isn't she? All out action.
Yeah.
Likes a war, likes to get in there and just mix it up in the centre of the ring.
Definitely, yeah.
I would love to. I would pay to see that. I'd be there in a heartbeat, no matter where it was. Saudi Arabia, get it on. Turkey Al Sheikh, get it sorted. You never know, do you? You never know in this game.
No, you don't.
Bless you. Well, it's been fantastic talking to you, Amy.
Thank you.
We'll leave it there. And thanks again, unless there's anything else you need to add.
No, I can't think of anything. Obviously, I'd just like to shout out to all my sponsors. They've all been amazing. All my coaches, Rob, Gary, Daz and Pete, they're all amazing. So, thank you to them. And without them, I wouldn't be where I am now. So,
God bless you. And very much good luck against the firebomb. I think you'll take it this time myself, personally.
Thank you.
So good luck to you, Amy. God bless. And we'll speak to you again soon, hopefully.
Thank you.
See you, love. Bye-bye.